Hi there. This is a short screencast to tell you a little bit about a utility called Hydra-print. This is a piece of software I wrote to deal with output from parallel shell scripting. This is a problem that we would expect to be dealing with a lot in this brave new era of multi-core software. In fact, Make-J has supported parallel builds for a long time, but the problem is the output is pretty ugly. So for example, if we take our script to build our benchmarks, if we build them on one thread, everything looks quite reasonable. We can see what's going on at any given point in time. But if we build them on multiple threads, things get a lot uglier. So you'll see this kind of nonsense output where lines are interleaved arbitrarily. If you're lucky. If you're unlucky, depending on how you're printing output, you may get partial line fragments mixed together. And of course, this situation is not ideal. So what Hydra-print does is it's a little utility that to run an in-courses interface to simply deal with new streams as they appear by splitting the screen. So here a second stream appears, and now we can tell we're running in parallel, and a third stream, and a fourth stream in just a moment. And by default, Hydra-print grows and loses heads dynamically, hence the name, but it can be adjusted. For example, if we exit this, and we're going to run benchmark.hydra. And if we know how many compiles we need to do, we can initialize it statically to have a certain number of outputs. Actually, that's hard to read. Let's shrink the screen. That's a little better. The color coding just makes it easier, especially as windows are dynamically added and removed. But that's optional. Right now, an early version of the software has been released on Haskell, but in the future it should support more options, such as a tmux frontend, for example, and to be able to deal with the output more flexibly. It's written as a Haskell library and makes it easy to pipe streams of output to it using the iostreams library. But it's also a command line utility, which can run a set of commands in parallel and deal with their output as they come. Thanks for listening.